Okay, good afternoon. I think we are online now. So welcome to this workshop, INTERSECT Workshop. We are a bit late, but this is the courtesy time for everybody to connect and to be logged in. So I'm Pablo Ordejón. I'm one of the members of the project at the ASN2 in Barcelona, in Spain, and I have with me Arrigo Calzolari, who is the coordinator of the project, and he's going to introduce the project to you in a few minutes. So I would like to make some practical comments about the workshop. I don't know if the presentation is online. Okay. So again, this is a workshop that has been organized in the context of the INTERSECT European project. This is the people in the scientific committee who are the IPs of the groups, of the institutes and the centers participating in the project. We have several public institutes, but also some companies involved, because this is a very industrially oriented project. So we have some companies there. It's a European Union Age 2020 project. And I would like to acknowledge and thank especially the invited speakers that we invited for this workshop for accepting being here. Some of you, half of them are here presentially and half of them are telematically by conference, so I would like to thank all of them. I also want to thank very especially the people that actually make this happen, who are not the ones that I show you in the organizing in the scientific committee, especially Mara Di Bernardo and Luisa Neri from CNR in Italy, who are the coordinators of the project. They made a great work in organizing everything. Alex and Anna, especially for the practical aspects of this organization, the hall, the sound, the meals tomorrow. So thank you, Anna, very much, and thank you, Alex, for organizing everything. And Damaso for the webpage. He did a great work in very little time. And Maria Eugenia for handling all the invoices and the financial aspects of the workshop. This is going to be a bit the topics of the workshop and the program. So the topics are very much mixed up. It's a combination of things which are very different between themselves, but these are the contents of the project that we are carrying out. So we have some aspects that have to do with electric devices, some aspects with interoperability, ontologies, dictionaries for ab initio calculations and for materials properties, workflows for material modeling, and so on. Then we have things related to neuromorphic computing, which is the final aim of the software that we are developing the project, and also some things about phase memory, materials, and devices. And this is the program for these 3 days. So today we are going to have the first session, tomorrow the second and the third, and on Friday we'll have the fourth one. I wanted to say a few words about where we are, because this is not a very famous place in Barcelona for tourism. Everybody knows Sagrada Familia, everybody knows Gaudí, but not everybody knows about other architects and artists in Barcelona, in Catalonia in general. And this was one of them, this guy, Lluís Domènech Muntaner. He was an architect of the same period of time as Gaudí. He's also a modernist. And we are in one of his of the places that he designed, which is the Sant Pau Hospital. It's a very big hospital that was, it has a very long history from the 15th century, actually, and it was remodeled and built from scratch again in the beginning of last century, in 1905 or 1904. And it's very close to Sagrada Familia, so it's a very nice area for tourism. And the UAB has some premises, which is where we are actually now, which is the Casa de la Convalescència, is one of the premises of the hospital, and that's where the UAB makes many events and workshops and conferences like this. So I just wanted to put a video. I hope it will work. Let me see if I can make it work. Okay, so for those that are here, I encourage you to try to visit it during the 3 days of the conference because it's really worth it. Okay, finally, some very practical matters about meals. Tonight, there is free dinner, so everybody can do whatever they want. But tomorrow, we have the social dinner in the evening. We will meet at 9 p.m. at the Agua restaurant, which is very close to the sea. That's actually a few meters from the sea. It's in the Olympic Harbor. You can go by subway, so you go to a line, the yellow line, and you go to Ciudad Olímpica, the Villa Olímpica, and you are 5 minutes from there. For lunches, so we only have lunch tomorrow, and it will be organized by the workshop. So we will have a stand-up lunch in the premises right here, okay? So that's all. Enjoy the workshop, enjoy Barcelona, and I will interact with you the next few days. So Arrigo, he's the coordinator of the workshop, of the project, and he will give a few ideas of what the project is about and give you some details about it. So Arrigo.
I don't need it, but okay. So thank you, Pablo. So good morning, everyone. I have to say that I'm quite excited to see real people in presence. This is my first in-person workshop in 2 years, and so it's very exciting. So finally, we can restart our life, and this is very good news. So as Pablo mentioned, so this workshop is part of the activity of this INTERSECT project. It is an European project that's been funded in 2019 under the Horizon 2020 program. And so the main idea of this project is to try to develop a new software solution that allows so the modeling, the simulation of both material and devices that we thought for synaptic electronics and in perspective also for neuromorphic computing, that are more or less the main scientific topic also of this workshop. So in doing that, so we have in mind not only to develop or new software or to say add new functionalities to our software solution, but we would try to simplify as much as possible this process, having in mind that this could be useful also for experimentalists or industrial users. So so our final goal is to try to find out something that is as good as possible from the scientific point of view, but also as simple as possible for the users. And in doing that, we work a lot, thanks for most of the guys that are here in the audience, to develop new interoperability solutions that help to connect and to simplify life to user, and we try to push on the standardization part based, for instance, on ontology and development on the ontology. And this, for instance, will be the main topic of the session tomorrow morning. On the other hand, so we also try to do good science, and we selected a couple of interesting topics in the field of the synaptic electronics. One is for electric devices, and the other one is PCM, memory and selector. That will be the topics of the today session and the Friday morning session. Doing that, so as I mentioned, so we have in mind that this could be used also for other application or in a medium-long term also for real development of neuromorphic computing. And so we also have a session on different solution for neuromorphic computing, see from the device point of view and the material point of view. I don't want to enter too much into the detail on what we did in this project, also because all the partners of the project are present here, and they show part of the result during the talk in these 3 days. The aim that we have when we start thinking about this workshop was not only to show up our results, but also to try to really create a connection between especially theory and experiment. And at the end of the day, so we really would like to understand from the experimental point of view. So what do you really need from theory? So what theory can, how theory can help the interpretation of the result, or can help in the design of new experiment, new materials, and new device. Again, with the idea to put together all the resources of the academic research and the R&D labs and possibly the industrial partners and users. I think that more or less this is what we did in this project. If you are interested, please follow us on the social media or in the, on the web page. I have to thank again Pablo and all the other guys here that organized this the workshop. It is very nice place. I didn't know it, but it's super nice. And I think that I can stop here and we can start with the first session that it's about ferroelectric devices.